perfect bite. The satisfying crunch of roasted peanuts, the smooth flow of golden caramel, the chewy embrace of nougat, all wrapped in creamy milk chocolate. It's more than just a candy bar. It's an engineering marvel that has been conquering taste buds for nearly a century. When Frank Mars first created this irresistible combination in 1930, naming it after his family's beloved racehorse Snickers, he probably never imagined it would become the world's best-selling candy bar. Today, Snickers isn't just a treat. It's a global phenomenon, satisfying over 15 million cravings daily across 80 countries. But how exactly is this legendary confection brought to life? Join us as we venture inside the massive Mars Wrigley facility in Waco, Texas, a 400,000 square foot powerhouse that produces an astounding 65% of all Snickers bars consumed in the United States. That's roughly 2 million bars rolling off production lines every single day. The magic you're about to witness involves precise science, industrial artistry, and temperatures that would make a professional kitchen jealous. This is the untold story of how 4 simple ingredients become an icon, one perfectly calibrated layer at a time. Our journey begins with chocolate, but this isn't ordinary chocolate. The milk chocolate coating a Snickers bar is a carefully engineered marvel, specially formulated with higher concentrations of cocoa butter and lecithin. This unique composition raises the melting point to exactly 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, just above room temperature, ensuring it won't melt in your hand but dissolves perfectly on your tongue. The process starts with premium cocoa beans sourced from Ecuador and Madagascar. These beans arrive in 150-pound burlap sacks and are immediately fed into massive deshelling machines that crack open each bean with pneumatic precision, separating the valuable nibs from their protective shells. Next, the cocoa nibs enter industrial roasting ovens where they're heated to exactly 280 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. The roasted nibs are then ground in massive stone mills, creating a thick, paste-like substance called chocolate liquor. In the conching room, this chocolate liquor is combined with sugar, milk powder, and that crucial extra cocoa butter. Giant mechanical arms churn this mixture for up to 12 hours at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, developing the smooth texture and refined flavor profile that makes Snickers chocolate so distinctive. The final step is tempering, a precise heating and cooling process where the chocolate is heated to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, cooled to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, then reheated to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature dance creates the perfect crystal structure in the cocoa butter, giving the chocolate its glossy finish and satisfying snap. As our chocolate reaches silky perfection, other crucial components are simultaneously coming to life across the factory floor. While chocolate sets the stage, peanuts provide the starring performance. This facility processes an incredible 21 acres worth of peanuts every single day. These premium peanuts arrive from Georgia and Alabama farms in massive 2,000-pound bags. Industrial hoists lift these bags 30 feet into the air, where they're emptied into enormous hoppers that feed directly onto specialized conveyor systems. What makes this conveyor system unique is its oscillating motion. It rocks side to side as the peanuts travel forward, ensuring each nut receives equal exposure to heat as they enter the roasting chamber. The roasting tunnel stretches an impressive 150 feet in length and operates at a constant 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As peanuts slowly travel through this tunnel on perforated conveyor belts, hot air circulates around them for exactly 30 minutes. This extended roasting time develops the deep, rich, nutty flavors that make Snickers so irresistible. Temperature monitoring is critical. Too hot and the peanuts burn, too cool and they lack that perfect crunch. Sensors throughout the tunnel maintain temperature within 2 degrees of the target, while quality control technicians sample peanuts every 15 minutes. Emerging from the roasting tunnel, the peanuts tumble onto cooling conveyors, where workers ensure they remain separated and evenly distributed. They then pass through a salting drum where a fine mist of sea salt is applied. adding that subtle flavor enhancement that balances the sweetness to come. Creating Snickers' signature caramel requires both art and science. The process begins in massive 800-pound industrial vats where corn syrup, butter, condensed milk, sugar, and salt are precisely measured and combined. Getting these ratios exactly right is crucial. Even a 1% variation can affect the final texture. The mixture is gradually heated while being continuously stirred by mechanical paddles. As temperatures reach 240 degrees Fahrenheit, the real transformation begins. The sugars start to caramelize, creating those complex flavor compounds that give caramel its distinctive taste and golden color. This isn't a rushed process. The caramelization takes place in specialized vacuum kettles that maintain exactly 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. The vacuum environment prevents burning while ensuring even heat distribution throughout the massive batch. The entire caramel making process takes 45 minutes from start to finish. As our caramel reaches its golden perfection, it's carefully transferred to holding tanks where it's maintained at exactly 180 degrees Fahrenheit, the ideal temperature for the assembly process ahead. But caramel is just one part of Snickers' complex flavor profile. Simultaneously, the factory's most challenging component is being crafted with equal precision. Creating the perfect nougat is perhaps the most delicate operation in the entire Snickers production process. This chewy, sweet foundation requires precise timing, exact temperatures, and constant attention to atmospheric conditions. The process begins in large stainless steel vessels, where corn syrup, sugar, salt, and water are blended and heated to exactly 250 degrees Fahrenheit. This creates a clear, syrupy base that will become the backbone of the nougat structure. Here's where the magic happens. This hot syrup is carefully combined with fluffy beaten egg whites in a process that must be timed to the second. The egg whites are whipped to exactly 3 times their original volume before the hot syrup is slowly drizzled in while mixing continues at high speed. This combination transforms the mixture into an airy, cream-colored delight. The mixture is then mechanically stirred and cooked further to exactly 270 degrees Fahrenheit. This secondary cooking phase is crucial. It's what gives nougat its characteristic firm yet pliable texture. Environmental conditions play a massive role here. Humidity levels in the nougat room are carefully controlled because excess moisture in the air causes the sugars to absorb water, potentially requiring temperature adjustments to maintain the ideal texture. Too much humidity can ruin an entire batch. Once the nougat reaches perfect consistency, it's transferred to screw mixers where freshly ground peanut butter is incorporated. This adds another layer of nutty richness and helps bind the mixture together. The peanut butter is added at exactly 195 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to blend smoothly but cool enough to maintain the nougat structure. The completed nougat mixture travels along elevated conveyor belts to the top of the factory, allowing it to cool slightly before the next crucial step. At precisely the right moment, gravity takes over as the mixture is deposited into a large hopper positioned above 2 massive chilled rollers. These rollers, chilled to a frosty 24 degrees Fahrenheit, perform a dual function. They simultaneously press the nougat to the exact thickness required while rapidly cooling it. This sudden temperature change causes the nougat to form a delicate skin as it adheres to the cold metal surface. As the rollers rotate, precision blades scrape the perfectly formed nougat sheets onto stainless steel conveyors below, where they'll soon unite with the other components to create the layered masterpiece we know as Snickers. Now comes the moment when individual components transform into the iconic candy bar. First, our perfectly roasted and salted peanuts make their grand entrance, tumbling from the cooling conveyors directly into the warm caramel below. A massive screw auger continuously turns, creating a thorough mixture of caramel and nuts. This isn't just mixing, it's a carefully timed process that ensures every peanut is completely coated while maintaining the caramel's ideal temperature. This harmonious blend of peanuts and caramel then cascades onto a giant rotating cooling drum chilled to 24 degrees Fahrenheit. The drum serves two purposes. It spreads the mixture into a uniform sheet while rapidly cooling the caramel to a more manageable consistency. A large blade carefully scrapes the caramel peanut layer from the cooling drum just as the nougat layer passes beneath on the main conveyor line. The caramel layer falls directly onto the nougat, and together they pass under a pressing roller that integrates them into a single uniform slab. The combined layers then enter a refrigerated tunnel where they're stabilized at exactly 65 degrees Fahrenheit. This cooling tunnel serves multiple purposes. It hardens the layers for clean cutting, harmonizes the flavors, and ensures structural integrity for the slicing process ahead. After cooling, the massive slab encounters the slitter machine, an impressive piece of engineering equipped with 19 rotating blades. These blades efficiently divide the large slab into 38 parallel strips, each exactly the width of a finished Snickers bar. As these lengthy strips advance, they face the guillotine blades, sharp cutting mechanisms that slice perpendicular to create individual 4.5-inch bars. Each cut is precise, ensuring uniform weight and appearance for every single Snickers bar. At this stage, our bars have the iconic layered structure, but lack their most recognizable feature, that luxurious coating of milk chocolate that gives Snickers its finished appearance. The final transformation begins as our perfectly formed bars approach the enrobing stations. This is where they receive their signature chocolate coating through a process that's equal parts science and artistry. The bars first pass through the bottom enrober, where they're carried on a wire mesh conveyor through a shallow pool of tempered milk chocolate. This creates the foundation layer, ensuring complete coverage of the bottom surface. Next comes the full enrober, a sophisticated machine that creates a waterfall of chocolate cascading from above. As bars pass beneath this chocolate curtain, they're completely enveloped in a uniform coating. The excess chocolate drains away through the wire mesh, leaving each bar with the perfect coating thickness. But the magic doesn't stop with simple coating. As the chocolate begins to set, the bars travel across vibrating grates that eliminate air pockets and ensure even distribution of the chocolate coating. These gentle vibrations also help create that smooth, professional finish that makes each Snickers bar so visually appealing. Here's a detail most people never notice. Each Snickers bar receives a signature decorative swirl on top. A specialized roller creates this pattern while the chocolate is still soft and malleable. This isn't just decoration. It's a quality marker that indicates proper coating thickness and temperature control. The bars then enter a final cooling tunnel, where the chocolate coating solidifies completely. Air circulation and precise temperature control ensure the chocolate sets with that perfect glossy finish and satisfying snap that makes opening a Snickers so satisfying. Finally, our completed Snickers bars are ready for packaging. The wrapping machines are marvels of efficiency, capable of sealing up to 1,000 bars per minute. Each bar is enveloped in specially designed packaging that's heat-sealed to lock in freshness and protect against moisture and contamination. Quality control technicians randomly sample bars throughout the process, checking weight, appearance, and taste to ensure every Snickers meets the exacting standards that have made this candy bar a global phenomenon. From here, these perfectly crafted bars begin their journey to candy aisles around the world, ready to satisfy cravings and continue the legacy that began with Frank Mars and his beloved racehorse over 90 years ago. The next time you unwrap a Snickers bar, remember the incredible journey of precision, science, and craftsmanship that created those perfect layers. It's not just candy, it's edible engineering at its finest.